I grew up in Saratoga, California, which is about 50 miles from San Francisco. Like millions of other kids, my fondest memories were lying in the dark with a good set of headphones on, listening to my favorite records. I started playing guitar because my brother, who's a couple years older than me, was really into music. He played bass, and so I figured, well, I should probably try to play guitar. I didn't have anyone to play with, so I didn't get that into it, to be honest. But then, around 7th grade, I met Zach and Steve, who I play in a band with to this day. And suddenly, having people to play music with just changed everything for me. It was in 1989, my dad took me and Zach to a Grateful Dead show. And I'd say that was my first memorable concert experience. I knew I wanted to be a musician. So when I saw the Grateful Dead, I was like, oh, that's cool. They're like regular guys. In 8th grade, we finally got our first gig. We had a few songs. We're like, oh, we'll go be in the talent show. But as it turns out, 7th grade was the talent show. So we showed up for the musical audition with all of our band gear. They were really short on guys, so if we would agree to be in the musical, they'd let us do a little set at the intermission. So that was our first gig. We did 3 songs. When we started playing more gigs in high school, we got to the point where we had done enough gigs that we were ready to record. And it was in the studio that we really got to hear what we sounded like and started to really care what we sounded like. In 1994, I started at UC Santa Barbara. We picked that school because we all got into an array of schools, but that was the one school that we all got into. And we knew we wanted to keep our band together. We became Animal Liberation Orchestra because it was like the after-school thing where we could free our inner animals. While we were at Santa Barbara, we met another musician named Jack Johnson, and we started collaborating with him while we were down there. We stayed in touch with Jack, and he started his record label, Brushfire Records. He then asked ALO to come record some records for him, and that's what we've been doing ever since. There was a time where getting a band in a studio was an expensive proposition, but that's not really the case anymore. I have a studio right here at my house. There are tracks that we've recorded at my studio that are on the final ALO records. It's a great feeling to know that we're making high quality audio right here at a home studio. Playing live has really given us the opportunity to develop our sound, and a lot of that is through our audience. They encourage us to take risks. And that's been just wonderful for us because it forces us to keep it interesting. When traveling on the road, it's crucial to have a good set of headphones. Sometimes just the way you get away from it all is pop those headphones in your ears, put some music on you love, and it's just the best escape. I feel really fortunate to be able to make a living as a working musician because music has always been a big part of my life.